everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video. This is my lightsaber prediction price video. You know, we just got the Medium article. We didn't get Vader's lightsaber, but that's okay. We got, 5 amazing ones. So I'm going to get into it right now. Quick video just to give you my price predictions. Also, just keep in mind, everybody, that this is actually just a day one prediction. This is like day 1 to day 2. So we'll see where the prices end up, but this is what I'm going to do. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter. The links are in the description of this video. We can follow each other back there and we can get into this, discuss it, talk about it as well. You can also, hit like if you like the video, also subscribe. That would be great. Anyway, just remember this drop is at a 12 noon Pacific time drop. So it's not in the morning. We have the Nick Fury comic coming in the morning. So that's going to be great. So this is just a little bit later in the day. So it gives you some time to really get into it. And then we also got the Obi-Wan Kenobi comic that's dropping as well. But I don't have the Medium article for that. So no price prediction on that quite yet, but that's coming up soon too. As soon as they release that info, I'll shoot you my thoughts on that. Now remember, this is just my opinion. I'm basing these price predictions on real world value of collectible lightsabers you can get, as well as the fact of the edition numbers, as well as the Anaheim Star Wars Celebration, the impact of that, and existing collectibles in the app. So let me know what you think about these prices. All right, let's get into it. This is going to be awesome. Check it out. We got 5 now. The first one, of course, is Yoda's lightsaber. This is going to be so cool. If you go on their Instagram page, by the way, of Veve, you can see them animated. You can hear their sounds. They are great. They go bzzz, they do the whole lightsaber thing, which is cool. Each one of them has their own unique sound as well. So I think this one at 19,088 is going to go for about 110 to 130 in the aftermarket. I think that's where it's going to end up. Now we might get some cheaper stuff right away from people who don't really understand. They're going to get swept up right away, especially by people like me. So I'm thinking this is going to settle around this in the first day or so. So we'll see what happens, right? But that's my prediction. The edition sizes, it doesn't matter. These are lightsabers. Everyone's going to want to have one, right? This is going to be absolutely great. In augmented reality, it's going to be great as well. So just think about that. So that's Yoda's for you. And at the same edition size, basically, but with this nicer Star Wars number 1977 and then a 0 on the end, you have Anakin's, which is literally the Skywalker lightsaber that they call it, because it hands from Anakin to Luke, and then it ends up with Rey as well. So this one is also, I think this one's going to garner just a bit more because of that. It's going to go for about 140 to 160, I think, in the aftermarket. This is after we get like things settled in the first day or so, day or two. So we'll see what happens, but that's my prediction on it. Now, that's based upon like real world lightsabers too. If you buy like a lightsaber like this, these are not cheap, everybody. And Star Wars fans are really into it, right? And in the app, like I said, these are all FEs, right? So I really think that that's the price of where this one's going to end up. Now let's get on to my favorite. This is the one I'm going after big time, the Kylo Ren lightsaber. This one lights up awesomely on Instagram. You should check it out. It's like it does the whole sound. It's just like in the movie. It's so great. I think it's gonna go from 180 to 200 for sure. This is the rare. The first two, they were common, so there's no uncommon, which is interesting, but this is the rare right here, and this is the one I think a lot of people are gonna go after. It's gonna be really the kind of the coolest one, if you ask me, at this moment. So I think 180 to 200 seems reasonable to me. I'll definitely be going after this one in the aftermarket big time. I'm going after them all, obviously, but this is one that I really have my eyes open on, right? So let's go on to the next one right here. We got Mace Windu. Now, I know there's tons of prequel fans who love Samuel L. Jackson and Mace Windu. And the cool thing is that we actually have the comic of Nick Fury, which he plays in the new Marvel Universe, comic dropping in the morning. So it's kind of like a Nick Fury day, even though the original, Nick Fury doesn't look like, Samuel L. Jackson, right? But it's kind of like a Nick Fury day. So Mace Windu is super popular. Purple lightsaber, one of the only ones that has it. This one I think is going to go for about 180 to 200, around that range, because this is the ultra rare, right? So we'll see what happens, but I think it'll kind of go around there. There's about 9,999 of them. So, there's no special number attached to that in terms of Star Wars or anything like that. So that's really cool. But around that price range, I think is pretty reasonable for sure for that one. Now we get on to the secret rare, and this is the Ahsoka one, and this is going to be really great. I love this one. I think it's going to go for about 480 to 500 right away in the first day or so. And then I think it's going to go up after that. It could get around 700 or so, maybe 800 500 by the time a few days pass. We'll see, because it is a secret rare. There's only 54 of them, which is cool. Double lightsabers. That's awesome, right? So, you know, people are going to love it. This show, remember, she's going to have her show coming out soon too. And these are the lightsabers that she had, not from when she was in the Clone Wars with Anakin. This is when she was like nowadays, like, you know, regards to like the Mandalorian show and how we've seen her now as an older Ahsoka. That's why they're the color that they are, right? Which is really cool. So anyway, those are my predictions on the prices of these. Like I said, the one that I'm really interested in, and this is just me personally, I like the Kylo Ren one. That's the one I like the most, but everybody's got their favorite. If you love Yoda, if you love Anakin, you know, if you, by the way, the original one right here, just so you know, this is the one from A New Hope that Luke first turns on, and it's the same sound as when he first turns it on in front of Old Ben, you know, when he was at Old Ben's place. It's so cool to hear those sounds, especially on the phone. And the cool thing is once you look at these up close, everybody, when you zoom in on them, you're going to see some crazy, amazing detail. It's going to be so cool to look at the actual lightsabers, like glowing and everything on the app. And then you can hook them up and put them in other characters, like, you know, in their hands and stuff. It's going to be so fun. So let me know what you think about these prices. Good luck on the drop. We'll see you in the next video, and happy collecting.